What if everything you think you know about money is a lie? What if the system that decides your rent, your paycheck, even the cost of your morning coffee, wasn't designed to help you, but to control you? This isn't fiction. It's the untold history of how a handful of men, nations, and financial institutions turned money, something meant to serve humanity, into the world's most powerful weapon. They call it the global economy. But beneath the surface lies a deeper truth, a global money conspiracy that has been shaping our lives for over a century. And the strangest part, it doesn't hide in the shadows. It hides in plain sight. Section 1: Origins. When money meant something for thousands of years, money was simple. It represented real things: gold, silver, land, or labor. You worked, you traded, you earned, but power always seeks shortcuts. In ancient kingdoms and early empires, rulers realized they could issue coins with less gold and more promise. They could control value by controlling belief. By the 1600s, private merchants and early bankers in Europe found a way to create money without metal at all. Paper notes, backed by promises, not substance. This marked the birth of the modern banking system, and the beginning of money as a tool of manipulation, not just trade. Section 2. The Rise. The creation of central control. Visual, old footage of London's financial district and early American bankers. In 1694, the Bank of England was created to lend money to the crown with interest. It was the first central bank, and its success proved something revolutionary. Governments could borrow endlessly, as long as the public kept believing in the paper they printed. Fast forward to the early 1900s. After centuries of colonial expansion and industrial revolutions, the United States had become the new center of global wealth, but the economy was unstable. Boom and bust cycles destroyed savings and confidence. In 1913, a secret meeting on Jekyll Island brought together powerful bankers and politicians. The result, the Federal Reserve System, a private network of banks backed by government authority, with one purpose: control the supply of money. From that day forward, the US dollar would slowly evolve from a symbol of strength to a symbol of control. Section 3. The Breaking Point. When money lost its soul for decades, the dollar was tied to gold, meaning each note could be exchanged for something real. That ended in 1971, when President Richard Nixon made a quiet but world-changing decision. He severed the link between the dollar and gold. From that moment, money became faith-based. It wasn't backed by gold anymore, only by government promises. That move unleashed a financial revolution. Governments could now print money at will. Banks could lend more than they owned, and debt, once a burden, became the foundation of modern wealth. The conspiracy wasn't in dark rooms or secret codes. It was in plain policy, wrapped in economic jargon, sold as progress. Section 4. Fallout. The empire of debt. Once the world's currencies were untethered, a new kind of empire emerged. A debt empire. Instead of conquering nations with armies, superpowers began to use money. Loans became tools of influence. Countries that borrowed too much fell under the control of international institutions, the IMF, World Bank, and global creditors. The rich didn't get richer by producing more. They got richer by owning the system that produced money itself. Every crisis since, from 2008's financial collapse to the 2020 pandemic stimulus, followed the same playbook. Create panic, print money, expand control. The numbers are staggering. Today, the world owes over $315 trillion in debt, 3 times more than all global wealth combined. And the interest? It never stops. That's not an accident. That's design. Section 5. Failed fixes and modern parallels. Each time the system nears collapse, leaders promise reform, but the fix always makes it worse. Bailouts. Quantitative easing, negative interest rates. Every move creates more liquidity, more debt, and more dependence on central authority. Now, as physical money fades, a new layer of control is emerging. Digital currency. Governments are developing central bank digital currencies, programmable money that tracks, monitors, and can even expire. We re-entering an era where your financial freedom could be one software update away from being restricted. This isn't about crypto or blockchain, this is about control. Digital money isn't the future of convenience. It's the next stage of surveillance. Section 6. The pattern repeats. Every empire in history follows a rhythm. Create trust. Expand credit. Inflate wealth. Collapse under corruption. Rome debased its coins. Britain overextended its colonies. And now, the modern global economy, built on digital debt, teeters on the same edge. When it falls, the cycle won't end. It will simply restart under a new name, a new system, a new promise. Section 7. Takeaways, warning, and call to action. So what can we learn from this global money conspiracy? Takeaway number 1. Money isn't wealth. It's control. The real power lies with those who decide how it's created, not those who earn it. Takeaway number 2. Debt is the modern form of slavery. It keeps nations, corporations, and individuals locked in cycles they can't escape. Takeaway number 3. Knowledge is freedom. Once you understand how the system works, you can protect yourself from its traps. The warning: the next collapse won't just be economic, it will be digital. When money becomes data, freedom becomes permission. So ask yourself, when the next financial reset comes, will you be controlled by the system or prepared to live beyond it? If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this video.